Forget what you think you know about fast food, because the biggest chain globally, it isn't McDonald's or Starbucks. It's a company that you probably never even heard of, especially if you live in the U.S. It's called Mixue Ice Cream and Tea. So let's dive right in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to catch all our other fascinating deep dives. So Mixue, they have a truly mind-blowing 45,000 locations across the world. To put that into perspective, that's more than McDonald's, Starbucks, and Subway all combined. And get this, they've somehow managed to double their locations in just 3 years. So what exactly is Mixue? Well, it's a Chinese fast food chain that specializes in these really affordable treats, like milk tea, fruit beverages, ice cream, and coffee. Their signature, the King Cone ice cream, it's only about $1. And even the most expensive item, which is this tea strawberry drink, is only around $3. So, no wonder they're doing so well, especially if the economy is in China right now. Those low prices, they're a major draw for anyone trying to watch their spending, but their success isn't just about being affordable. They've got like a whole mix of really smart strategies going on. Their menu itself is a huge part of why people love them. Some of the most popular things they have are the Super Boba Sundae brown sugar bubble tea, and then there's the lemon black tea. They're giving you variety, they're giving you quality, and it's all at a price that doesn't break the bank. And then they've really mastered the art of franchising, much like McDonald's. Almost all their locations are run by franchisees. So this lets them expand super fast, and it also empowers, local ownership. But beyond all the business smarts, they have another secret weapon, their mascot. It's this adorable round snowman called the Snow King. He's wearing a crown and holding an ice cream cone is like a scepter, and he's a huge deal in Asia, and they even play his theme song in the stores. But Mixue isn't just content with Asia. They're now making moves globally. Their recent IPO in Hong Kong, the massive success, they raised $444 million, which pushed the company's value to over $10 billion. This is definitely gotten the attention of the dusters. And they're especially excited about the bubble tea market, which is, absolutely booming right now. And Mixue is in the perfect spot to really capitalize on that. Actually, their competitors are having a pretty tough time keeping up, like rivals like Dumming and Chow Bai Dao. They've had these really disappointing stock market debuts, which just goes to show how strong Mixue is in this whole industry. What's really interesting here is that Mixue isn't just, following a trend. They actually understand what their customers need. Their average prices are like around 6 Chinese yuan, which is less than $1. So this idea of value for your money is really appealing, especially now with so much economic uncertainty in the world. Their business model is also pretty unique. They do have this diverse menu, but they actually operate more like a supplier of raw materials. So think of them as providing the building blocks for, always delicious treats. And this actually empowers their franchisees to be creative and to, cater to local tastes. It's very different from a brand like Starbucks, where over half their stores are, directly operated by them. Mixue's franchising model lets them keep this consistent brand identity while using the entrepreneurial spirit of all these local owners. It's almost like they have the perfect recipe: affordability, variety, this unique mascot, and then this really clever franchising model. But this brings us to the big question: can Mixue actually replicate this winning formula in the West? A lot of experts, they think they do have the potential to expand into Europe and even the United States, but breaking into major cities, especially the ones that are already saturated with coffee and keychains, well, that's going to be a whole different challenge. Will Mixue be able to win over Western consumers? They have different tastes, higher expectations when it comes to price. And then can their mascot, the Snow King, will he charm a whole new audience? It's a challenge that's going to need some careful adapting and some pretty strategic marketing. They might have to adjust their menu, make it appeal to local tastes, and their pricing. They're definitely going to have to rethink that with the higher labor costs here. But the real question is, can a brand that's built on affordability actually thrive in a market where premium pricing is often seen as a sign of quality? It kind of brings up an interesting point about how consumers think. In the West, low prices can sometimes be seen as a sign of low quality. So Mixue's going to have to find a way to communicate, what makes them valuable without changing their affordability. Maybe they could highlight how fresh their ingredients are, or their unique preparation methods. They can even talk about the cultural significance of what they're offering. It's all about telling a story that connects with people in the West. And we can't forget about the power of branding. The Snow King mascot, he might need a bit of a makeover to appeal to a Western audience. Maybe something more, sophisticated or a little bit edgy, something to attach the attention of a newer generation of consumers. But beyond the branding and the marketing, Mixue's success really depends on whether they can adjust their business model to this new cultural landscape. Can they keep their prices low and still make a profit when everything costs more here? Will they have to change their franchising model to attract more experienced entrepreneurs? These are all questions that Mixue is going to have to figure out as they venture into this new territory. Their success in China shows that they can adapt and innovate, but the Western market, well, that's a whole new set of challenges. Well, I guess only time will tell if Mixue can really make it in the West. But one thing's for sure, it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. They've already like shaken up the whole fast food world with their innovative way of doing things. And it doesn't look like they're slowing down anytime soon. So will we be seeing the Snow King on, I know, street corners in New York or London or even Paris? Will their, crazy affordable treats be the next big global food craze? It's definitely something to think about. Make sure you like and subscribe and let us know what you think down in the comments. And that's it for a deep dive into Mixue Ice Cream and Tea, the biggest fast food chain on the planet.